Okay, so if you're not one for wearing slogan t-shirts, I would definitely recommend putting something like these patches on your jacket. If you've got a lightweight jacket, a denim jacket, something that is easy to stitch onto. Yeah, I would heavily recommend it because people do literally look at, what you're wearing. If you haven't got the balls to wear a slogan t-shirt, not everybody likes wearing them, they feel uncomfortable. But it's surprising how many people, if you have somebody walking towards you, you find yourself staring and reading at the t-shirt, whatever the read, whatever it is, whether it's a rock band or I don't know, a slogan. So yeah, I thought I would take my coat that's got my fabulous patch. This is from Viva la Vegan. If you look it up on Facebook, Instagram, they are on there. They're from Telford and they are selling these big patches. I can't remember how much they are because this I bought a little while ago now. Um, but it's raising money for I think the sanctuary is called Pigs in the Woods, and you've got pig there. Obviously, they've got the big beautiful cow. We've got lamb there and the chicken, and it's just beautiful. I think it was something like £15. Don't quote me on it. 15, 20 quid. It's got a glue back to it, so all this has stayed on really well. But it was just because I had to fold it up for packing. Certain areas of it was not liking it, and I meant to stitch it some time ago, but with obviously all the chaos of moving and everything, I never got round to it. So I'm not very good because of my hands and my arthritis. So I've just done it as best as I can, all around the outside. It actually wasn't hard to perforate through. I did catch one of my fingers a few times with the needle, but it says friends, not foods, and a great way to sort of get people, looking at the vegan message as well as obviously raising money for Sanctuary. They have got patches for Camp Beagle and t-shirts that they're raising money for Camp Beagle as well. Where there is a factory, is that the way to describe it? A factory farm where they've got beagles in there and beagle puppies are being shipped out. And then having horrific experiments put on them where they're being made to have toxicology, where they're made to swallow liquids, poisons, chemicals. They're trained to stick their paw out of the cage, and so they get things shoved in through a vein, or they're taught to put masks on over their noses, so they have to breathe things in. So that you're talking about 4-month-old puppies, and it's horrible the sounds, because there's people that are camped outside um, the place where all these puppies are at, and you can hear the screams and the barks from these youngsters, and especially when the work people go in to feed them, and the sounds are just horrific. It's really upsetting to hear these puppies, and then you've got the dogs as well. Um, you know, you've got especially when they either go in there to sort them out, and they're only in there on a Sunday, apparently from 8 in the morning till about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they're gone again. And those dogs and pups are left undercover in these barns well, not barns, but these big buildings, these warehouses, um, you know, they're left there all afternoon and then right through till the next day. And then the pups are shipped out in crates and they are loaded onto lorries and then they're taken for these horrific experiments. In this day and age, there's no need to be doing all these horrific experiments on any animal, let alone beagle pups. I think it's horrific. When I was about 11, that's when I went vegetarian. When I did we never had, back in the day when it was the 80s, didn't have mobile phones like there are now. You had activists that would be stood in the town centre with megaphones and trying to get people to sign petitions, with pen and paper. You'd write to groups to send you leaflets, and that's how I went vegetarian when I was 11. Because I had all these leaflets come. I did a project on animal rights for school. We could do a topic on anything, and I chose animal rights. How animals are slaughtered, things like that. The experiments that are done on animals, all sorts of things. And, you know, it was tough. It was hard then. But now, everything's on your fingertips. You can find out about things on your mobile phone, on a computer. The information is out there. There's no excuse for people to not know how these animals are all kept and what things go on. Activists putting things up on YouTube, Dominion being out there, for people to watch. Netflix, you've got Seaspiracy, Cowspiracy, there's all sorts. It's all there at your fingertips. Get looking into things. The secrets of the dairy industry, the secrets of, the meat industry, this, what goes on in the sea, things that happen to all the fish, sharks, it's just out there. It just makes me so angry that people are so ignorant to what is going on with all these animals. And, it's like they put the fingers in their ears and doing la, 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 I can't hear you. But they've got no excuse. These animals do not deserve what they go through from birth to death. And they're only babies when they are sent to slaughter, most of them. And then you've got those that are used and abused to be machines to keep reproducing. The poor mothers, whether they're pigs in farrowing crates that are made to produce litter after litter after litter, or they're cows that are dairy cows that are made to get pregnant again and again and again. So then they're producing milk constantly, churning it out as soon as it starts drying up, pregnant again, and then you've got sheep for either wool or, they are bred also for milk, as well as goats and what goes on there. There's just so much cruelty that goes on in the world, and it's just heartbreaking to see all these images and people pretending that they just don't want to know, or they're like, yeah, I know, but they don't want to hear. They say that they know, but they don't know, because they're only hearing what they want to hear, not the whole article. They want to hear the bare bones that makes them feel better. Seeing the words happy cow, happy eggs, happy chickens, whatever, the laughing cow, anything that makes them feel better for eating these products that these animals go through hell for humans to be able to eat them. It's disgusting. You know, wear a patch as elaborate as this, where, get a load of little patches. You can get them from all over the place. There are lots and lots of activists that are out there that have got businesses that sell t-shirts, that sell stickers, that sell patches, jewelry, all sorts, to get the vegan message out there. I've got this one that was bought on eBay, but I've also seen them on, like I said, Viva la Vegan. Where else? Defender of Animals Clothing. They're just a couple. Get looking, get scratching beneath the surface, get buying, get promoting, get the vegan message out there. And if you're not vegan, why aren't you vegan? Go vegan. Stop paying for animals and what happens to them. It's so wrong. It's disgusting what goes on. Right, I'm going to love and leave. But thanks for watching, and until my next vid. Bye, guys.